Hello guys, my name is Nazari and I'm from Ukraine, and this is my first video on YouTube. I hope you will enjoy it, so take a seat and let's start. So today our topic is about Facebook ads case, a case exactly about what to do if nothing is working. So imagine you've tried everything on the Facebook ads and nothing is working. So what to do, give up? No, you should definitely try again. And will be about that, but before that, just a few words about myself. So I'm a senior media buyer and digital marketer, and also a content owner, and I'm from Ukraine, proud to be Ukrainian nowadays. So I've spent over 3 years of experience in Facebook ads, in e-commerce sphere, lead generation, and also have 1 year experience in TikTok ads. Also, I've been working with different businesses, different niches across the globe, in different marketing agencies, managing a lot of clients per month, and also I'm a co-founder of 3 e-com brands in Ukraine. So I know how it is. I've been there, I've done that, entrepreneurial things, etc. I've spent over 700,000 bucks on ads in the last 12 months, targeting countries in Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. I work with different niches like beauty, fashion, jewelry, SaaS, home decor, skincare, etc., etc. Really can't even recall all of them. My max ROAS achieved was 15 in Q4 last year, and on average, clients are working with me 9 months and more. That's a couple of words about myself, but just let's start talking about Facebook ads. So first of all, make sure you've tried everything. I mean, when saying everything, here is a checklist for you. You can make a screenshot of that, right? So first of all, you should ask yourself, have you tried all format of ads? Have you tried images? Have you tried videos? Have you tried carousels, DPAs? I hope you guys know what it is and how to use it. Like, have you tried collection ads? What else can it be? Slideshows, GIFs, right? Videos with different lengths, like 10 seconds, 30 seconds. So it's very granular, right? But for the first, just try all formats of ads. It will be enough. And if yes, are the metrics close to targets one on those ones? If not, let's go on. Maybe you have funnel problem, right? So when you're seeing a lot of up of the funnel events, but no purchase in the end, you're seeing a lot of add to carts, but no purchase in the end. You may come up with idea what's going on, right? But for example, if you're seeing a lot of add to carts and no purchase, that's a problem either with your tracking or with your website. Be very precise with that. Make sure you've checked everything. Do you have maybe a conversion tracking problem? That's what I've said before. It may be sometimes that pixel is not set up properly and your pixel is triggering bad events, etc., or not triggering at all. So that's basically the problem, the beginning of the story. Have you tried manual bidding? Have you tried cost caps? Have you tried bid caps? As well as, of course, lowest cost, right? Have you tried DPA on all stages of the funnel? So DPA can be used not only on the warm or hot stage of the funnel, right? Only for targeting, but also on the cold stages of the funnel. And it may be working better than just your custom creatives. Really, we've tried that a lot, and that's really a try DPA on all stages of the funnel, and not just single type DPA. I mean, just DPA at all. Try different sets of products, right? Try top sellers, try top sellers of the month, of the year, of just single product ad DPAs. Just when you create a set with just single one product, and then you use when you're setting up the DPA, you can use different types of DPA. It may be a single product, it may be a carousel showing different pictures of the same product, right? Or showing only one picture of the product, etc. So different variations. Make sure you try everything, right? Have you used different types of structures in your setups, in your Facebook account? I will be explaining more in the future videos about different structures, how to use them, etc., as well as about all of them. But just for now, if you know what it is, make sure you've used it or not before saying nothing is working, right? And also, have you tried using discount on cold and on hot? Is there some small percent for new users, for example, right? With some code. The 9, have you tried other products as well? And did you change the offer? Maybe the offer is not perfect, right? Not very attractive for the people you want to target. Maybe you can try a different product. For example, we have top products in our Shopify Analytics, you can check it like you have top product sellers for the last, for example, 19 days, right? You will start with first one, for example, or the one that's in top and it has a good margin for Facebook ads, right? And it's not selling. Then try another one, right? You can try even the lowest one, with the lowest AOV and product cost, and that can be the winner. So try different things. And the last one, have you checked customer feedback on the page and account health? That's also very important, because if your account health is below 3 or 2, I don't remember exactly, but if it's below that number, your costs will be much higher than everyone else. And you'll be in that auction, you will be not in the first place. And about other technical problems, you can also check, like the domain, if it's set up properly, aggregating events, if they are set up properly, because I've seen that a lot in the client ad accounts when I'm logging in, I'm checking everything, like making an audit, and aggregated events just like in a random order, So make sure you've checked that and it's working properly, and tracking the same, right? And for tracking, don't use just Facebook ads. Use UTMs and use Google Analytics. Use third parties if you can afford them, like Triple Whale, and also Shopify Analytics. So you've tried everything and still nothing, right? Let me ask you a question. Have you trained your pixel? You may say, what are you talking about, right? So your pixel actually, or ad account, because pixel is just a piece of code, right? And that gathers the data. It could have been trained with a bad data actually, or not trained at all. This was tested, it's proven. We've tried that on different ad accounts and we really see different results after training our pixel properly. It's very hard, guys, to work on the ad account when it's already fed with shitty data and somebody else that was working on the ad account before trained it with really bad pixel data because not with the right optimization, etc. And because of the high costs along the funnel, high costs for click, for add to carts, for initial checkout, landing page view, view content, etc. Everything. So it's very hard. So try to do that in the beginning if you're starting working from scratch. But if not, you should spend some money to get the data, right? Otherwise, it will not work. And now I will show you that case study that I have tried and it worked recently, for example, on this e-commerce store. And also I've tried it in the past and it worked with other ad accounts during this year, right? So let me show you. It is an e-commerce store selling designer women bags in one big country, and average order value is about $140. And you can see that when we started making this strategy, we increased on 50% revenue on the Shopify store. We started that on the 22nd of August. Before that, we've tried everything. We spent like 3 or 4 on Facebook ads with ROAS 1, I guess, or maybe lower, testing different things, and nothing was working. And when we applied this thing, we actually got results. And you can see that we increased sessions only on 12%. So we didn't just increase budget, so we can compare that, right? And conversion rate isn't like the best one, right? But still it increased, right? That's great. And you can see that it is increasing like day by day. Today is the 3rd of September, but we already got some sales. I will show you in the ad account for now. For the last 7 days, we have ROAS 3.7. As you can see, I've selected the campaigns that were running recently. Of course, we have like 6.8 on retargeting, but before that, we also tried retargeting and we tried DP ads, etc., different types, and it wasn't working, but now it works. So what we've changed, basically, we just trained our pixel, right? One thing, what I've done here. As you can see, I combined Facebook and Instagram engagers with view content viewers for the 180 days. Why I've done that? Because we haven't got a lot of budget and our audience on retargeting is very small. So for better optimizing Facebook ads, I've combined that in one ad set. And this is the first thing I've done. And when you have a small budget, do the same. It may work better than just view content for 180 days. And it will work better like only one ad set combined with bigger budgets than two separate. It can be optimized faster, learn faster, etc. Let's see the cost of the funnel here, right? We spent already around $140 here. Frequency is not too high as on retargeting. I reached 2,600 people. Cost per click is $2.18. CPM is 18 also, which is like, I would say, cheap for targeting. That's why we have this cost per click on retargeting, right? The CTR is pretty nice for the DPA ads. It's okay-ish, Cost per landing page view may be high, but you can see that cost per content view is like a lot lower. So people are just going through different pages, and you can see it's only $1 here. And that's not a lot for retargeting because of the CPM. Your target audience is always more expensive because it's smaller, right? You know that. And cost per add to cart, you can see it's like $13 only. And we have like $20 per purchase for $140 price bags. That's crazy, guys. But before, when you started working on the ad account, the data was like in the beginning, it was so shady, you can't even imagine. So look at that. It's July month. So you can understand, we spent like 1.5K, and all of these audiences are cold audiences. Only the last one is retargeting. And you can see like the cost per clicks, like it's very high for cold audiences. You can see the CTR is very low. It's like maybe somewhere it's okay, but overall for a cold audience, it's very expensive clicks, right? It should be below $1 or something about like that. It's different for different niches. Don't just stick to that. But usually when you see like cost per click more than $1, it's bad in e-commerce anywhere. For example, if we take USA, the CPM is very high here, so the clicks can be much more expensive, but that's because of the CPM. So for this CPM, it's very high clicks and very low CTR. And you can see also landing page views. They are also expensive, $4 on average, right? and content views $5 on average. It's crazy, right? And we tried everything. Like we've tried different interests here. We've tried running engagement campaign on some post with post ID and then using them. We tried best interest, best creatives in CBOs, CBO campaigns, ABO campaigns. We tried testing different interests, different product sets, different products, because it's not only the one bag that we are selling, right? There are different types. We tried top sellers, etc., and not just in this month. We've been working with them in July and in August, and for now we started seeing results, right? And you can see the cost per add to cart. It's crazy. Like, I mean, you see that $100 for add to cart. Of course, we were not just spending money, and we were optimizing the ad account on the page. So if you are just spending money and not receiving anything, you're receiving data basically for that money. But from you, depends, will you use the data in future or not? And we got only like 5 purchases per ROAS on the ad account, right? It's like 0.46, right? So guys, showing you the results for the last 30 days. And as you can see here, we ran not a lot of campaigns because we had just small budget, but you can see like this campaign, this one, we decreased cost per add to cart from 100 and so to $54. Of course, cost per content views and landing page views are still the same, but overall, like we started getting some data on our pixel on the add to cart side, right? And of course, you can see like, wow, you are crazy, what you were doing, etc. That's basically the point of this video. When nothing is working, create some campaigns optimizing for lower stages of the funnel, optimizing on landing page views, add to carts, etc. You know what I mean? Because your pixel, your ad account needs overall, like as a system, it needs more data. And when you're optimizing only for purchase and you're selling, for example, this high ticket bag or something else, you will not receive that, right? Because it's a high ticket product, right? You cannot receive a lot of add to carts because how it is, like sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot. It depends on the niche, of course, of the product. I've seen different things over my career. Like we had even example where we had a lot of add to carts, but cost per purchase was like not so big, but we had like 30 add to carts per one purchase. And add to carts were like for $2. So this all depends. But first of all, you need, when nothing is working, try to feed your pixel with that data it can optimize for, like overall, like a system, So create some campaigns for add to cart optimization. Using even the same interest you tested before, just duplicate it and just change the optimization goal for add to carts, not for purchase. Try it again with view content. Try to optimize on view contents to lower the costs on the funnel, to lower this cost. As on average, it was like $100. Try to lower this cost, optimize on there. Of course, you will not receive a lot of purchases there. Maybe you will not receive them at all, but you will lower the costs per funnel, and Pixel will start getting data for that lower cost. It will understand that you want like add to carts for this price, view content for this price, etc. And if the Pixel wasn't trained before in the right way, it will be hard, but you can do this, but you should spend some money, right, on that. When you're starting from completely like scratch ad account with nothing on that, zero data, I advise you to start with this strategy because you have no data at all. 30-40% of the budget spent on these campaigns just optimizing for add to carts and for landing page views. Besides that, having the campaigns optimized on purchase. And we will talk about this strategy in the future videos, but for now, I'm just telling you overall the idea of all of that, right? So as you can see, like, of course, I've stopped that because like we spent a lot, right? And we got one purchase. We received some add to carts. It's not enough, I would say. If we had more budget, we would spend that, but we still need purchase, right? We cannot just spend money through the window. So we had also another campaign optimized on landing page views. It is the same. So let me show you. It is the same sales campaign objective here, but in the end, I mean, here in the ad set setting, you're optimizing for landing page views or view contents. That's it. So when you're using sales objective, Facebook understands that you want people that usually buy something, right? And when you optimize for landing page views, you are getting just lower cost for those people. As you can see, CPM is just $7 here. And here, for example, 29. It's a conversion campaign, just simple one, $20 and just on cold. Here is the same audience, $7. Inside that, the same interest. So we have this campaign just for receiving some data for our pixel. You can see that we decreased cost per click to 22 cents. We increased CTR to 3.94%, right? You may say, yeah, because of course, like because you've selected landing page use objective, but yeah, but that helps really. I mean, we are getting traffic, we are getting people that we need to feed our pixel with the data we need. The cost per content view is the same. I wouldn't say it's lower, but we look at how we decrease the cost per landing page view. And we even got one add to cart. And now see, we have the same campaign on interest, but milestone purchases. And for the last 30 days, we got like 5 purchases there. We started really nice, but then it started decreasing. But for now, I'm just leaving it because everything is working for the last 7 days. You see, we have like to purchase here per $70, but the ROAS is 3, so that's okay. At the same time, we have like 7% on retargeting and 6.8 ROAS, so that's also okay. And also we optimize that. Some interest I've turned off. There's only 2 of them running now, the best ones, right? With 18 add to cart, now we decreased that even more, right? From the beginning. Remember, we had like $100 on add to cart in the beginning. So that's it. Of course, we have not so best purchase rate here and ROAS overall, but we have much better things than we had before. And CTR has increased, like, you see. So guys, that's an idea here. It may work for you, it may not. But if you tried everything and nothing's working, try this. Why not, right? And if you're starting from scratch, if you're starting from a completely empty account, also try this approach when you have having some campaigns optimized on lower stages of the funnel. So what to do? Create some campaigns optimized on lower stages of the funnel, on add to carts and landing page use. Spend like 30-40% of the budget for at least a week. If you can, spend more. Make sure you are targeting the right audiences there too, inside those campaigns. I would just duplicate your conversion ones with the best interest you've tried before. So use that interest, use best creatives, and use that for these campaigns the same. And restart your best-selling campaign from all time. So you started with that, you started your best-selling campaign, and make sure you set up your retargeting, of course. So we've been using retargeting before, we've tried that, besides everything we've tried on the cold. And it wasn't working at all, and it works, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and like this video and subscribe to my channel, because soon I will be making more videos for you guys. When I was starting, I just wanted a lot of practical things from real clients, how to advertise on Facebook, how to optimize things, etc., and different structures. But it was really hard to receive information from practical people who actually work in the sphere. If you have any comments about that, write below. I will answer them as soon as you can. Thank you.